YouTube, a place we all love, a place some of us have already been successful and are already ranking their way up to the top, and a place where the ones who aren't successful are still trying and still working their way up, like me. But also a place for videos and channels you just have to wonder why they exist.
PewDiePie sucks! I hate PewDiePie! Because PewDiePie working for the money.
I'm back.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
But lately these days have been starting to mark the end of YouTube because of these new terms of service, how broken YouTube already was, and it got even more broken somehow. I don't even know how that worked. YouTube was already so broken with copyright, and they decided to break their system even more. Like, I'm starting to question the IQ of the people who run YouTube, because let's be honest, who would ruin something as good as YouTube, as good as this opportunity? They've literally attracted millions of people who are making videos and making them money, and they've just created this hub for videos that's superior to everything, and no other video hub even stands up to YouTube partially, and yet they're choosing to ruin it. Like, I don't understand. Like, if I had the YouTube in my palm of my hands, like, I would improve it, I would help, I would ban certain things, but not all things. Like, I wouldn't ruin it, and I feel like that's what they're doing. I feel like sometimes they act like they want money, like when they introduced YouTube Red, but now it's like almost like they don't want money because they're creating an uplash by content creators who aren't happy with this decision. Neither am I, and I know a lot of people, because these rules make no sense. First one, partial nudity. What does that even mean? Like, I'm gonna expand on what Leafy says. Like, what does partial nudity even mean? Like, they have to specify what they're gonna say, because you can't just say partial nudity, because what if, like, someone going to the pool, are they gonna get banned? Like, that doesn't make any sense. They gotta specify what they're saying, first of all. Like, all of these are super vague, except for one, which is getting someone's personal information. I think that's a great rule, because I don't think that should be allowed in any place. You shouldn't be allowed to just give away someone's personal information when you're jealous of them. Honestly, I feel like that's a good rule on YouTube. Whether or not people will break it, that's a good rule. The rest of them are super vague, though, like super vague. The worst rule, in my opinion, has to be the swearing rule, because, like I said, I don't understand YouTube. Literally, like, I guess I can get where they're coming from, because maybe they want it to be kid safe friendly, but then again, like, I don't know, dude. That's never been, like, the point of YouTube, because you're gonna ban swearing. You're gonna ban, like, more than, like, half the channels on YouTube. I know so many channels that are big that are probably making YouTube dank money that are swearing. So I don't understand, like, will they all get banned? Like, will they just get demonetized? Or I don't know. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you ban that out of all places? Like, maybe you can make a kid YouTube app. I think there's already one, but that's only allowed of that. But I wouldn't understand why you would personally penalize the ones who aren't meant for kids. I honestly think the age-restricted system was a lot more balanced. It still wasn't perfect, considering they're still penalizing people unnecessarily half the time. But I still feel it's better than what we have right now, because right now people who are literally just saying nothing but bad words are getting demonetized. Anything like that is honestly, even demonetized is way too much for just swearing. I mean, it's just swearing, I know, but like, once you're over the age of like 12, you're going to be exposed to it at school and other areas anyways. Even I'd say at the age of 9 or 10 some areas, but for me it was the age of 12. So I don't understand, like, why would they ban it on YouTube? They already have a YouTube Kid app, so I feel like that solves the problem. If they don't have a YouTube Kid app, my mistake. Make one, because that will fix the problem. You don't need to penalize people who are just trying to make their way on YouTube. Whether it be with swearing or without, I don't feel like it makes too much of a difference. Some people will say, well, choBruh, you're kind of wrong about this, because they're just trying to make it more advertiser-friendly by censoring anything that may be risky, because a lot of advertisers, the big cake advertisers, think that YouTube is kind of too risky, because there's a lot of offensive videos on YouTube. So if they put their advertisements on those videos, it could potentially go up on any video, which could ruin their brand or product. But then again, trying to censor up YouTube kind of ruins the entire point, because everyone came to YouTube. A lot of people I know came to YouTube because you can say whatever you want here. It's freedom of speech. It's a place where you can convey your thoughts to people who might understand you. People who like anime, people who like Pokemon cards, people who like anything can convey their messages and find people with similar interests. Make friends, make a community, and have a good time. Censoring that censors what makes YouTube great. It censors the freedom. It censors the freedom of speech we have here on YouTube, or at least we had until this happened. It censors everything that we loved here on YouTube. I mean, it allows Keemstar to still be a gnome and survive. I mean, it allows Leafy to rant about whatever he wants. It allows Ricegum to make diss tracks if he wants, and yet censoring that ruins it for all three of them. I don't really care about Keemstar, but maybe Leafy and Seer and Ricegum, they're enjoying it right now. You know, they're having fun with YouTube, and censoring this is kind of censoring what they're doing, and I don't think that's the right thing to be doing here, because in the end, you're just going to be killing your fan base. So what's the point of advertisers to come, even if it's friendly, if there's no fan base? It has to be friendly with the fan base. What's the point of making it all safe friendly and making it all safe friendly for the big dishes, for the big advertisers, if there's no big YouTubers left who are willing to, you know, get ads up on their videos? If you're just gonna drive half the big YouTubers away, you're driving away so much audience, making so many people who are big quit, then what's the point of making it ad friendly in the first place, when it's all just gonna go down the drain anyways? Yeah, guys, this is all I have for this video. So if you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to be more choBruh, and choBruh out.